What's going on, guys? It's Stu here from Trowel Talk again. Hope you're all keeping good. Hope you're all keeping well. If you're a plasterer watching this video, don't forget to subscribe. We cover everything plastering related. We've got a Facebook group where we do podcasts, competitions. There's about 5,500 spreads on there now. It's a positive space for you to share your ideas and share your work photos. So consider joining the group, consider subscribing. In this video today, I want to talk about our knees, because there's a lot of focus on the elbows, the shoulders, the wrists. We get a lot of injuries later on in life. If you've been spreading throughout your career, you can develop injuries, and we've spoke about that. But today I want to talk about the knees, because it's also another part of our bodies that, if not considered, can be injured, and it happens a fair bit. I was chatting with one of the older boys on the group a few weeks back, and he was saying that how his knees are shot. So it got me thinking, when I was an apprentice learning the trade, when I was a labourer and I was just starting to lay on, my gaffer set me up well for my career, and his advice was stay on your feet. So today I want to talk about a couple of techniques that you can do when you're laying on that will not only help you to become faster as a plasterer, lay on quicker, but it will also protect these here. Most spreads watching this that are seasoned, any professional plasterer that's been in the game a long time, you'll never catch them doing this, okay? When they get to the bottom of the wall, you'll never catch a professional plasterer doing this, okay? Going onto their knees and laying on down near the skirting line and around the sockets. There's a few reasons why they won't do that, and the first reason is because it will slow you down. So you got to think, you getting down onto your knees like that, laying on, messing around, and then getting back up again, that's slow. It's a slow process. So number one, it slows you down. Number two, I've just touched on, it's going to fuck your knees up. It's going to injure your knees. Most of the time, or a lot of times, we're going to be either working on a bare wooden floor, tongue and groove, might be an old floor like this one. Now you're going to have a few staples, nails and pins and some rogue screws poking out of that floor, carpet grippers and whatnot. If you're getting down on your knees, not only risk of cutting your knees up, but also potentially kneeling on something quite dangerous, which is going to cause a massive issue for you. Concrete floors. We're going to be working on properties where there's a lot of concrete floors. Now, if you're working on a concrete floor and you're kneeling down, you've got a cold, damp floor. If you're doing that on every wall, you're going to end up with arthritis in the knees, because your knees are going to start pulling in that cold and damp off that concrete floor. You're going to end up with arthritis in your knees. So the advice I had as a young lad was stay on your feet. And if my gaffer ever caught me doing this, okay, I'd get a clip round the ear and he'd say, stay on your feet, Stu, stay on your feet. And then he'd demonstrate to me what to do. So I'm going to demonstrate what he taught me and what I do now. So again, not only will this make you faster laying on, it's going to protect your knees, guys. So the first thing I'd say is, rather than you getting down on your knees like this, okay, which is slow, getting down, getting up, getting down, getting up, you're burning your energy, you're going to fatigue yourself faster than if you were to stay on your feet. So rather than bending down, what we're going to do, we're going to stride. So you're going to part your legs, okay? Rather than bending down, we're going to part your legs. And even if you're a tall spread, 6 foot plus, this still works. So part your legs, reach down and lay on. Reach down and lay on. You could even do it, if you like, from the side if it's more comfortable. So you can stretch down, lay on, sweep across like that. Sometimes I'll work like this from the side. Sometimes I'll stride and I'll be working down. So get into that habit, guys. I see a lot of guys, a lot of apprentices and labourers just starting up in the game. And they're always doing this. They're always getting down on their knees and they're farting around sockets and trying to get the skirting line all perfect and stuff like that. So tip for today, stay on your feet, get into the habit of striding, part your legs. You can eventually, when you've picked it up, big sweeps. Sometimes if it's a 8-foot ceiling and you're tall, you can go right from the skirting line, right up to your ceiling line. And then of course you've got things like your speed skims, which I've been using today, which will also speed up your skimming. So as soon as you've laid on, these ain't the new thing. There's hundreds of videos on these speed skims and I've talked about them before. But just in case you're new to the channel or you've not familiarised yourself with these speed skims, lay your first coat on, sweep it across, hit that gear while it's wet. This is a 1200. You imagine if you're flattening off this wall with a trowel, your trowel's about that big, typically 16 inch, 14 inch, and you're going over it. This is just hitting the whole area with over a meter's long blade. So you can imagine how much quicker that it's going to be. So you can literally lay your gear on, sweep it off, go and have a coffee or lay another wall on. Okay, so use a speed skim, stay on your feet, don't be kneeling down, damaging your knees. Hope that helps. Thanks for watching and we'll see you next week. Take care.